Good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I'd like to say that I really admire your endeavors to upgrade the U.S. ROK alliance. To that end, I would like to talk about a few challenges to meet for the new U.S. ROK alliance. To upgrade the U.S. ROK alliance, we need strong consensus among us. We need a protocol to form such consensus. In practical sense, when we look at our foreign affairs system of Korea, I wonder we have a diplomat which worked for the US White House, US Department of State, or Pentagon and networked there for over 10 or 20 years. Do we have a diplomat working in Washington or New York over a long period of time? We lack a system to have such officials in place. Second, we should ask whether we have journalists from major news agencies like Yonhap News or KBS working as a correspondent for White House or Department of State for over a decade or two. Do we have a system to enable that? The answer is no. We need to set up such a system. Third, how many lobbyists we have in the US who have experiences of working with companies? Are we making professional efforts in that area? Such capabilities still lacking as well. Next, I would like to talk about how it is important to move toward a technology alliance and from the security alliance. The NSC or the State Department of the US have and are building a system to look at climate change, technological areas, cybersecurity, and finance all at once. How about our foreign ministry? How can we deal with digital technologies and climate crisis and energy cooperation? How can we build a technological alliance? And how can we build such a system within our NSC and Foreign Affairs Ministry? I think we need such a system to have a protocol for dialogue with the US. That is the next working level preparation that we need to make. Thirdly, I think we need to think about on what goals we need to make efforts toward in our US ROK alliance. We need to think about what Asia strategy we are pursuing. Six Korean administrations, both progressive and conservative, have worked to remove the North Korean nuclear weapons, and 4 US administrations over the past have worked to do so. However, we haven't been able to resolve the North Korean nuclear issue. Then how can we do so? I think the US has a determination to lead North Korea toward an open society, just like it did with Vietnam. When you look at Vietnam, it even had a war with the US. And even though it is close with China, its relationships with China were not always good. However, still, Vietnam is building its own socialist state while using capitalism. I think it's time for us to give North Korea the confidence that we can take on new challenges and cooperate together. We can show them what security guarantee we can provide if it gives up on its nuclear weapons. Rather than promising that we can build a society earning $50,000 for North Korea, we should show what kind of economy in the North we can build for them. We need a Marshall Plan that fits the situation of North Korea. That will go a long way to resolving the North Korean nuclear issue. Fourth, the North Pole route is melting away due to climate change. And the same thing is happening in Alaska and the regions near Canada. I think it gives Korea, Japan, Far East Asia, Alaska, Canada, and the US an opportunity to seek new energy cooperation and economic cooperation in this area. Fifth, Korea is strong in digital technology. The 20th century can be described as the century for the US and the century of oil, while the 21st century is marked by the rise of the US and China, as well as the rise of data and digital technology. In that sense, I believe Korea and the US need to seek cooperation for the state-of-the-art technologies. Another thing to mention is a digital agreement that goes beyond the U.S. ROK FTA. Digital pact or data pact should be executed among Korea, Canada, Australia, Japan, Singapore, and other countries so that they can make digital exchanges and usher in a new era. Moreover, the US and Korea can hold a world-renowned technology competition or renewable energy 100 energy contests. Such a digital technology contest can be held in Korea, bringing in a lot of youngsters from the US and Asia, enabling them to cooperate in this platform. When that happens, I believe we can make the US ROK
기술
alliance
동맹으로
stronger
디지털 시대를 선도해
so that
나가는
this
동맹으로
technology alliance can help us lead the digital era. And lastly, I think the US and Korea can join forces, especially the think tanks from the two countries can join forces to hold an essay contest for university students around the world to deal with the issues humanity faces. Lastly, we need to build a country that garners respect from the rest of the world. The UN has a peacekeeping forces. I think now it's time for us to build climate crisis forces of the UN. In Southern Pacific Sea, there is a huge garbage patch the size of the Republic of Korea. And when there is a fire in Amazon, how can we deal with this issue? I think the climate crisis forces can be a good opportunity for us to resolve such issues. I think BTS and other such groups can be part of the climate crisis forces to make appeals to humanity about climate crisis, inspiring humanity with new aspirations and passion. I hope we can reflect on the past mistakes and keep up with the good work that we have done so far so that we can usher in a new era of digital technology, overcoming climate change together. Thank you.